We are taking action for parents this noon with some advice about that moment in time that just about every single parent dreads. The day your teen turns to you and says, "Mom, Dad, I'm ready to get behind the wheel." So what do you do to keep your kids safe on the road? Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some advice. Dan went through that, still has to go through it. I think he's been through it twice already, still has to go through it. It is a stressful time, and you say, you know, parents need to just give the kids the facts. Don't sugarcoat it. It's an exciting time, but it is dangerous.
We need to understand that they don't understand the dangers of the road like we do. They're very naive about what goes on the road. They don't understand that everyone else on the road may be distracted and not following the rules, so that they have to become very defensive drivers. Well, what does that mean? You know, they need to learn what that means. But after they take that driving test and you've spent at least 50 hours with them teaching them how to drive, come up with a contract so that they understand the rules of getting that privilege of driving that car. Meaning, there's going to be rules. You need to wear a seatbelt, you can only have one passenger, you can only drive between these times, and if you have any doubt that they're obsessed with their cell phone, get an app that shuts their phone off when they're driving. Because the number one, you know, so many kids get in accidents when they're driving. That's the number one fatality for teenagers, and just one passenger in their car, it increases by 50%. So the biggest problem with teens and driving is being distracted, whether it's friends in the car, turning the radio, horse playing, answering a text message. So it's very important that they understand those and line them all out. All of your concerns, you can go to the Florida Department of Highway and they have a contract there for you with all kinds of rules. SafeKids.org also has some wonderful tips that you can do that you don't have to come up with yourself, that kind of covers all the rules for you. But have that open dialogue. Give them the opportunity to drive with you as often as possible. I know with my own daughter, she was a great driver, and then one time someone cut her off. She got angry, honked the horn, and started tailgating. I'm like, what are you doing? So
you
also
never
learn
know from parents, though, too.
They
you
do.
know, so you have to be the role model when you're in the car as well.
Exactly. Don't you pick up that phone and talk or text. Right. You have to remember that we're more used to talking on the phone and driving at the same time, but when a kid does it, you know, they miss red lights. They miss the other person swerving into their lanes because they don't really understand how dangerous it is out there. So be completely honest. Give them the statistics that we have up on ABC Action News that they can read. It's the #1 killer of teenagers between 16 and 19. And one simple distraction, like having another kid in the car, just one other kid in the car, increases their chance of getting accident 50%. So it's really important to give them the lowdown. Drive with them as much as possible. Set up your guidelines, and if they do not follow your rules or break that contract, you must have a consequence. It is a privilege, so take it away.
Absolutely. Great advice.
Thanks.
It'll take some of the headache and stress out of it for parents. And Angela is going to be back with us next week. She'll take a look at some of the hot events that are happening in July. Literally and figuratively.
That's right.
If you miss any of her points and you want to share the information with another parent, go to abcactionnews.com. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues at tampabayparenting.com. And while you're there, sign up for a subscription to Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine.